The British Council is about building trust between the people of the UK and the people around the world, and we're really fortunate to work with our Department of Culture, Media and Sport to develop this Cultural Protection Fund. And it's seeing, through projects such as yours, an ability for the UK to see the world in its entirety. So to find different things and different rhythms that we're hearing about, different ways of life that perhaps the UK isn't aware of, but also, so that's a very good outcome for the UK, but also we see that as a very interesting and positive development outcome. So working with communities, finding out what they want to do, making sure that we can preserve the multi-textured communities and cultures that are around the world, because we think that makes for a better world. I think English is a brilliant language and a brilliant language for opportunities globally. But we also understand how important it is, particularly for communities to learn in their own language and to celebrate their own language. And in the UK, we have more than just English as well. So we believe that maintaining, preserving, and seeing those as dynamic things makes the world a better place. That kind of texture of all these different communities being able to express themselves in their own language, and yes, coming together with joint language, whether that's Swahili or English, they have their place, but understanding and supporting the preservation of these communities, the way they want to manage and develop their language, is really important to us. I think it's quite difficult to define this cultural relations approach, but one of the things I think that we and many other partners are starting to look for is authenticity, and to understand that we are here to listen more than we are to talk, and that we also don't hold the ideas, the communities hold the ideas, and where we possibly can, we can find intermediaries such as yourselves to reach those communities and to have that authentic connection, which we as an organisation, global as we are, British as we are, don't necessarily have that trust with that community. So you're building that bridge so that we can find out about something that is a precious resource and we wouldn't be able to reach them ourselves. I think one of the things that organisations like us can do and feel that we are making a contribution is about convening. And so again, going back to that trust, can we put those communities in a room with those governments and with those other civil society actors in a way that enables them to build trust and to build connections together they may not have? I think where we are as an organisation is trying to build those people-to-people links. So one of the things we want to make sure that we do, and we think that your project is really doing that, is enabling the people of the UK to see the work you're doing. So that direct connection. So we aren't here to serve the governments of the day as much as we are to serve the people of tomorrow. So that connection is important. But we also recognise sometimes we can be a player that brings those different actors into a room and helps to facilitate the conversation. But we always want to be able to make sure that we are listening more than talking, and that convening, I think, enables us to hear from all the different actors, and where can we play our small contribution to the projects like yours that make a real difference. It's about being, again, that catalyst for good ideas, and that sometimes you need material for others to be inspired by. So that can be a video, it can be an app, it can be a publication. But I think particularly with this project, with the Bajuni project, we feel like you're at the very beginning of being able to other people to see, and then we think that there's so much interest in the work that you're doing that people will take it step forward, step forward, step forward. And I think, the British Council, like many organisations, are grappling with AI. What's AI going to do? Is it going to flatten the world? And I think there's a lot talked about in the way that, radio was going to kill newspapers, TV was going to kill radio, internet was going to kill TV, and we see them all live. So we see AI coming through, but you can think, and I'll be interested to see how the launch happens tomorrow, but I think you'll see something about the ownership of those publications, that materiality of what you're doing, even though you're preserving what was ostensibly potential oral culture, that ability for others to take it and look at it and build on it and to create that knowledge bank that will grow and grow and grow is part of preservation, but also this isn't a static culture. So we expect to see it evolve over time. And I think publications and sharing that knowledge is a really important part of the process.